How's it going? It is Dane back at you, back with you from the Merch Method presented by Promo Supply House. Today, we are going to dive into something that I think a lot of companies out there overlook, and that is self-promo. I've been meeting with the team, meeting with some of our clients, and really, I guess you could say, opening up the conversations to the whys, the what they're doing, etc. And I really wanted to dive into the self-promo side of our businesses and discuss what we're doing out there. I've taken a bunch of notes from all the conversations I have. And in today's video, I just want to discuss the importance of self-promo, what we're doing, why we're doing it, etc. To first dive into it, we are the representatives of our business, of our brand, of our organization. And along with that, our staff is our representation. They are the direct representation. They are the almost the foot soldiers of marketing our businesses and our brands for us. You know, we have companies out there spending thousands and thousands of dollars on ads, on email campaigns weekly. But when we're looking at what our teams are wearing to meetings, to trade shows, to conferences, on Zoom calls, and we look at what we're responsible for putting them in, are we doing our business the proper service? One of the things that I've noticed, and it has been a bigger and bigger problem, is we've, as businesses, put so much emphasis on the exposure, whether it be through social media, whether it be through email marketing, whether it be through content, etc., that we're also forgetting the key component of self-promo. Every one of my team has apparel we've provided them. Every one of my team has headwear, has drinkware, has bags that we've done for them. We just did golf bags for a few of our staff members. And the quality of that bag and the quality of the embroidery on that bag is a representation of us. And that gets impressions on your organization, and it does on ours. So I'm going to dive in first and foremost to the power of self-promo. You know, let's be 100% clear and straightforward here. If you're running a business or you have a brand, you want it to be visible 24/7. And the most cost-effective and the easiest way to do that is via self-promo. We're here to help grow that exposure and really dive into how that is a benefit to your organization. Whether you're doing apparel, whether you're doing hats, whether you're doing bags, whether it's what tumbler, water bottle, coffee cup, mug, travel item that your team is traveling with, that's what we want to focus on. We have to focus on all these, and we honestly have to focus on them all equally. You know, the big benefit of it and the real truth behind it is yourself, your staff, your team are walking billboards for your organization. Every time they walk into a coffee shop with their laptop bag or backpack, is it a high quality backpack that has your logo on it? Every time they go to a conference, are they in quality apparel that is representing your brand and business how you want it to? And those are the big things that I think that a lot of companies overlook or slightly forget because there is so much more going on out there that you also need to focus on. So when we look at it, I wear the same shirt every day. Why? Because I've tested hundreds and I know the quality I like, and that's what we put our branding and logo on. I have specific hats I like to wear. So what do? We found the highest quality hat that all the team approves of, that is the most comfortable, and that's what we put our branding on. You know, when I go to the golf course, I have a Promo Supply House polo on. My golf bag has Promo Supply House on it. I want to be this walking representation of my business, of my brand, and of the organization we're really trying to build. I got to have a great conversation with someone who I really look up to and admire. His name is Alex Spinoso, and he owns and was the founder of a company called Genesis Lifestyle Medicine. I love what he's doing I'm grateful for what he's doing because it's actually helped me out on the personal side. But one of the things that we've discussed time and time again is he never gets on camera without having a shirt that has Genesis on it. Every meeting he goes to, Genesis t-shirt. Every time he puts a hat on when he goes outside, Genesis. His backpack, Genesis. And he very distinctly made it clear that he's like, Dane, I don't need to wear somebody else's business or brand. I'm trying to build what we're doing here. And that really hit me. If you're wearing a hat, it should be your company. If your team is wearing a hat, it should be your company, your branding, your logo. We're all this walking advertisement for our company. And if you're doing high quality and creative items, it's also a great icebreaker. Oh, I really like that hat. Oh yeah, this is the company that I work with. This is what we do. So we did hats for all the staff. I really want to start with that is if you're wearing something and you're producing something for your staff to wear it, let's make sure that it's for you and it's for your branding. When we work with some of our clients, I've noticed that we all have budgets. And sometimes we need to think with those budgets and we need to think the items we want to do with them. But we can't quit on quality. We really can't. You know, quality matters more than you think because at the end of the day, this is a direct representation of your business, your organization, and what you stand for. So if you're going to do shirts and hats for your team, let's make sure we do higher quality. Let's make sure we focus on what is comfortable, what they're going to want to wear. I've talked about this many times in many videos. If you personally wouldn't wear the shirt, don't get it for your team. Because what does that say? It says that I care about the quality we're producing. I care about what this is representing, being our business and our organization. And I also care about my team and I want them to be in the best possible gear that they can be. Promo Supply House, we focus on testing. That's why if you went through our storage room, if you went through closets of myself and the team, you'll see an abundance of blanks. We focus on testing all of those because I don't ever want to recommend something that especially in the apparel space, that I haven't physically touched, held, or tried on. Because at the end of the day, quality matters. And if that means that we do one shirt per employee instead of 4, that's what it means until we can do 4 for an employee. I also think that as executives, managers, owners, we sometimes forget what that also does for our culture and for the team and for the pride in the organization. To every CEO, founder, and manager watching, your brand should be a source of the team's pride. One of our clients is a very large marketing agency, and we do shirts and apparel for their staff constantly. We've tested dozens of blank t-shirts till they found one that the staff loved. And they have 300 plus employees. We've also tested different printing methods for them to make sure that what we're doing for them really represents them and their staff appreciates it. When I'm at the gym, I see members of their team wearing that t-shirt to the gym. I walk into their offices to go meet with the executive team, and I see staff members wearing that as part of what they wear to the office. I see them walking around with their bags. I see them carrying their tumblers that we've done for them. And not only does that build the culture and build the pride that everybody is pushing forth on the mission that you have there, but it also really does show the team that you're like, hey, we want you all to be a part of it. And I think that sometimes that gets overlooked. There is a bonus to it all, and I'll never take away this little bonus, but it almost also creates the whole Steve Jobs methodology of I wear the same black turtleneck every day because I never want to think about what I put on. Well, if you're producing high quality apparel that has your business and has your logo on it, and it's items that your team wants to wear and you want your team wearing, it makes their life easier. It shows another level of appreciation for them as your team of guys, I want you in high quality stuff and I don't want you to have to go do it yourself. Let's do this for you so that you don't even have to think about it. It also really does unify the culture. That marketing agency in Tampa, they focus on the culture they're building. They really do dial in everything. And a huge component of that is what they're doing for their team. When they go to a trade show, every one of them looks sharp. Every one of them have their company logo and insignia on their apparel, on the bags, on the drinkware they're carrying. It's legitimately everything. And they do that for their staff. And not only does it become this great representation of who they are, but it also is just a great acknowledgement to the team, and it helps build that culture of we're doing this together and you are all a part of this. I really want to challenge all you executives, all you managers, all you owners out there that have a business and have a logo and really want to push your branding out there. Put your team in quality apparel that has your company on it. That makes them a walking billboard, and it also acknowledges them and shows them that we're doing this for you because we want you to be a part of the team and we want you to be a part of the mission and what we're trying to accomplish here. Make sure that it is quality. Don't do cheap shirts. I've probably thrown away a dozen shirts that I got at events that I've gone to in the past year, whether it be a race, whether it be a trade show, because the quality was so low. It's like, don't waste that money on something that is going to be never used or thrown away or donated. Even more important than that, wear it yourself. If you're like me and you love black hoodies and black t-shirts and that is what you're comfortable in, put it on there. If you're like Alex Hormozi and you like wearing a tank top, put your branding on the tank top underneath your button up. Love Travis Matthew or Peter Millar polos and quarter zips, and this is what I primarily wear. Let's do those quality items with your business on them. We are all walking billboards and direct representations of what we're trying to build. One of the brands and businesses that I really respect is BPN, Bare Performance Nutrition. And what I've noticed is that they are constantly putting out apparel for their team that is also appreciated by their supporters and clients. And when I first went into BPN years and years ago and I got to sit down with them, everyone there had on some form of BPN apparel, whether it was a hat, whether it was a polo, whether it was a t-shirt. And the whole team was this one walking billboard. Everybody looked solid. But even more than that, everybody on the team felt like they were part of that team. And I think that we sometimes forget how much of an impact producing quality apparel and drinkware and bags and thank yous for our staff that are constantly used. We forget how much that does and how far that goes for them. The Merch Methods message today is focus on your self promo. Focus on what you're doing for yourself and your team, and focus on creating that walking billboard and walking direct representation of you and your organization. You know, we try to make it as easy as we can at Promo Supply House and really have a set list of questions we go to with every client to make sure that we're providing them with exactly what is needed and wanted, and we're producing the highest of quality in that. And again, this is Dane with the Merch Method. Let's not forget about liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and if there is anything that we can do for you, don't hesitate to reach out. We are here to help. Put yourself, put your team, put your friends, your family, your clients in quality self-promo. And again, this is Dane from the Merch Method. We'll see you in the next video.